Hi everyone, it's Chris. Welcome to Firms Consulting Channel, a place where we focus on developing your problem solving, leadership, communication, and entrepreneurship skills. And today we're going to focus on how to make sure that people stop ignoring you. Have you ever been in a situation where you tried to share a very important idea, but the audience was keep on shutting you down and ignoring you? Yet a colleague next to you seemed to be getting a lot of attention for mediocre ideas. Or worse, was repeating the idea you just shared, but when he said it, everyone thought that was valuable. It can be very frustrating, especially if you are communicating your idea correctly and the benefits of the idea are very clear. So let's address how to stop being ignored. Many of you will buckle down and try to communicate more clearly or try to speak more confidently and in a more articulate way. You may even go off to develop a business case to convince the group. Sometimes it helps, but often you just do not have permission to be heard, acknowledged, and accepted. In a simple example to help us understand how to stop being ignored, imagine you are in a group of Ivy League graduates and you are a community college graduate. Before the meeting even begins, many in the group already decided that you do not have their permission to be heard because they do not think you could possibly have something useful to say. Every time you speak, the default response of the group is to assume you are incorrect, and they will search for reasons why you are incorrect. For anything they do not understand, you will receive no benefit of the doubt. They assume their lack of understanding is your fault. In the inverse, when someone, for example, from Wharton speaks, the group assumes that the person is correct. For anything the group does not understand, the Wharton graduate will be given the benefit of the doubt. Every time Wharton graduate speaks, the group will search for reasons why the idea makes sense. The default position is that the Wharton graduate must be saying something useful. So how to stop being ignored? Well, we need to start from understanding permission levels. Permission is about who gets the benefit of the doubt. Two people with the same idea and approach, but with different levels of permission, will be analyzed differently. Their actions will be interpreted differently. The tone and language to describe them will be different. That is because due to their level of permission, judgment was already cast on them. We see this all the time in newspapers and articles. We search for who wrote the article, we look at their credentials, and if they have credentials that we respect, we give them the benefit of the doubt. We give them permission to influence us. If the article does not make much sense or is not particularly useful, our default position is to try to see reasons why it is useful. It never occurs to us that the idea may just be terrible. If we do not respect their credentials, we simply shut out our minds. The author gets no benefit of the doubt, and we give them no permission to influence us. In fact, we often assume that anything in the article that does not make sense is the reason to discredit them. We generally don't say it, but we rarely judge people on the merits of their ideas. We judge them on credentials they earned, often decades ago. And we usually miss incredible ideas because of this trait. A euphemism for our lack of understanding in evaluating an idea is someone does not make sense. In life, we are given permission for many things, and our permission is taken away for many reasons. Your graduating school, your age, your nationality, your track record, the way you dress are all symbols that communicate to the audience what kind of permission you will and will not have. If you are battling with a question on how to stop being ignored, I have a good news for you. It's not as complicated as you think, but it does take hard work. You will likely never have the permission you want. No matter where you study, what you study, where you go, how you dress, you will likely still be in situations where you will not have the permission you want. The big mistake is to assume that being smart is enough. If you are smart but lack permission to be heard, then your ideas will be ignored. We find this to be a trap most clients fall into. They aspire to be like McKinsey consultants, but they forget that the best skill that McKinsey consultant has is not the best skill for life and industry. Would you rather be the most insightful person in the room who cannot implement? or the least insightful person in the room who can implement and generate measurable results for your organization. The person who implements always moves ahead, and that is how you get permission. How to stop being ignored? Get things done. Implement. Get results. As you go through life, you will always face periods where you just don't have permission to be heard. You can go back and do an MBA or join McKinsey, and that will help a bit. But what happens in the future when even that is not enough? Do you find another credential? You will face a point very quickly where no credentials can overcome a lack of permission. This is because a credential is a promise that you may deliver in the future. But in life, people of power actually respect people and value people who can deliver today. So as you go through our training, remember that you should not aspire to be like a McKinsey, BCG, Deloitte, and so on consultant. You should aspire to take the best skills, but focus on what is most important in your field, and that is getting results. This philosophy is something that we communicate on a regular basis. You probably heard learn, apply, advance. We're always talking about the importance to apply what you learn. And I often receive emails from members who are implementing what they learn and the results they are getting. I recently received an email from a Chinese client who documented enormous success getting promoted at one of China's preeminent technology companies. He did not let lack of pedigree stand in his way. He just kept implementing even when nobody gave him permission to be heard. As you aspire for more than what society had intended for you, remember that society may not have been kind to you so far. But remember that society really respects people who get results. Society is brutally efficient and effective in allocating resources to people who can generate great returns. And results are not some fancy framework or some theoretical business case or insights on a sheet of paper. That should not be what you take from our training. Results are audited dollars that sit in client's bank account. Results are audited dollars that sit in your employee's bank account, in your company's bank account. Results are some measurable, meaningful impact you made in the world. Results are the only thing that is guaranteed to give you permission. So if you feel a little blue that you may not have the right pedigree or credentials, you can still get the only credential that matters, that you are a person who gets results. In your 20s and 30s, this may be hard to see, since your network is largely people who are focused on stacking up credentials and valuing those credentials. Your peers reinforce that this is the most important thing in life. Yet always remember that a credential, a degree, is a promise. As you hit your late 30s and 40s, the market will expect you to deliver on that promise. The bigger the credential, the bigger the promise, and the bigger the expectation to deliver. And if you cannot deliver, you will be one of the millions who made promises they failed to keep. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are making a positive difference in the world and you are focused on applying what you learn and not just keep on learning and learning. Remember that our brain cannot even retain that much information. So just make sure that you focus on applying. Focus on getting results. Learn something, apply it, get results. Learn, apply, get results. If you would like to get access to some of our advanced training programs, go to firmsconsulting.com/promo and enter your email and your name, and we are going to send you some sample episodes from our advanced programs, and this is completely free, so it doesn't cost you anything. Go ahead and go to firmsconsulting.com/promo to make sure you reserve your spot. I really enjoyed spending this time with you as always. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Please let me know in the comments where you are from, what are you trying to achieve, and what kind of videos you will find most helpful. Stay productive, stay focused, do good things for the world. And I'm looking forward to see you next time.